It's the height of the 2018 midterms, and across the country, Democrats and Republicans battle for votes and ultimately for control of a Congress that can greenlight the president's agenda or stop it dead in its tracks. And with so much at stake in Washington, political groups have prioritized one job every election cycle that, when it works, can change an election.
They sent me a camera and I went at it.
Cameron Mason was a political tracker for the Republican group America Rising during the 2014 midterms.
Ms. Nunn, did you vote for President Obama in 2008 and 2012?
His job? Record anything and everything Georgia Democratic Senate candidate Michelle Nunn said during the campaign, so Republicans could use it against her.
The best outcome is to get a candidate saying something that would ruin them, in the polls and in the press, in voters' eyes, to help the other person win.
The political action committee that hired Cameron, America Rising, employs 25 full-time and over 200 part-time trackers across the country. And for the Democrats, the group American Bridge has 35 full-time trackers and tells us they've covered over 10,000 events this election cycle. Political groups on both sides all recording and cataloging hundreds of hours of video of today's candidates to be deployed against today's candidates.
I think we're past the point in American politics where one gotcha moment is the death knell of a campaign.
Alexandra Wilkes is the executive director of America Rising. She says the goal of tracking goes beyond just finding that one gotcha moment, and it's more about uncovering information that feeds a narrative about a particular candidate. She points to this video of Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill boarding a private plane. It was captured by an America Rising tracker.
She has this RV tour where she puts out there that she's going to be going around the state in an RV to talk to the people. And meanwhile, she's flying from stop to stop on her private jet.
Republicans pounced, and the private plane quickly became a campaign issue.
Normal people have a personal chauffeur, a private pilot, and of course, their very own private plane.
So again, that's not necessarily Claire McCaskill coming out and saying one remark that's the absolute death blow to the campaign. That contributes to a narrative of her being out of touch.
And it's not just about today. These groups are archiving, cataloging, maintaining this vast archive of footage. So say someone who's running for office in 2018 decides to maybe run for president a little later on. Well, all that footage is at the ready, able to be deployed for maximum impact. And with trackers watching their every move, campaigns have fought back with more scripted, buttoned-up operations to avoid giving their opponents any leads or fresh ammo.
Oh, of course. I think candidates are very strict about schedules now. They're very secretive about schedules now, and they're definitely more polished.
So in this highly scripted world where every utterance is recorded, what's the advice for candidates?
If a candidate is consistent and is who they say they are, there should be no problem with our candidate or with our tracker simply filming him or her at a public event.
And candidates, remember, it's not personal.
I was never in the shadows, I never did anything creepy or whatnot. I'm just there to do my job, not trying to cause any harm, physical harm, maybe political.
Joe TOOHEY, Fox 5 News.